And we are live. And I'm actually live a minute early. Oh my goodness. It's going to snow tomorrow after this nice weather we've been having around here. It's actually going to snow because I'm actually on time, which is very surprising. Anyways, I hope everyone is having a great day. If you're watching this on the replay, hi, how are you? I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. And if you could do me a favor, hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, we're back on a Monday night. I haven't been doing too many videos. I actually took some time off for myself to get myself together. February's are not a good month for me, so I just need to take some time to myself. And I am back at it. I have been working on a video about this previous episode that I'm once we do the recap tonight, I'm gonna finish that video that I'm doing that on a particular scene that caught my eye. But yeah, that's what's going on. I do apologize. I haven't been doing that many videos. But tonight we're going to talk about Sister Wives Season 14, Episode 10. A Breaking Point is what it was called. Things are heating up. It doesn't look like Robyn is the favorite too much. And so much stuff going on. So we're going to go on and talk about that. Let me go ahead and screen share. And so you can look at my face. And this right here. Robyn and Mary repair their relationship, and Kody&Robyn'S relationship in turmoil. What? And if you're not subscribed to my channel and you like reality TV and a little bit of makeup, which I just got my backdrop a couple days ago. So once I get that set up, hopefully I'm going to start interpreting like makeup looks and whatnot. So if you're into that, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live and when I have any updates on any particular topic, usually reality TV. But yeah, and if you could hit that like button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with this about this episode. And it starts off at Robyn's house. Kody walks in wearing shoes in Robyn's house, and apparently that's a no rule. No shoes in the house, which is normal. But Robyn asks Kody, why is he wearing shoes in her house? And he says, well, this isn't going to be our house much longer, so who cares? And she's like, well, I still got to pay for it. I'm still, taking care of the house. And if you remember from last episode, they were told that the owners of the house who they're renting from want to sell their home. So they have no choice but to get out. So then it goes into, sorry, it goes into Kody and Robyn sitting down with their kids to tell them about having to move again because of the house going to be sold. And it jumps into kids saying that they like Flagstaff better than Vegas. They're just not happy about moving again. So they love Flagstaff, but they're just not happy about moving again. Robyn keeps on talking about God having a plan for getting a rental, and Kody wants to buy, but Robyn says no because that would set them back from Coyote's past because they would have to take a big chunk of change out of the savings from selling the Las Vegas homes. They would have to take that and buy a house, and that would set them back from building on Coyote's past. And Robyn's willing to wait last minute, and she thinks God's going to provide her with the perfect rental, and she's willing to wait for that rental, that she's willing to wait to the last minute. And then in the private interview, the kids say that they actually want the one house idea, but they know that's not what their moms, the other wives want. And Truly, who is the youngest one for Christine and Kody, says that, she calls her mom loco. She calls her straight out crazy for not wanting the one house idea. And if you know, that's not what's been said in the past. And that's part of what my next video is going to be that I'll have out tomorrow morning, because I want to finish it after I do this live stream. So yeah, the next scene, it goes into Christine's house, and everyone is getting together to FaceTime Maddie and Caleb, who are Janelle's, well, Maddie is Janelle and Kody's daughter, and Maddie is married to Caleb. They already have one baby boy, Axel, and now they're having a second child, which we found out in the previous episode that's a girl. But the rest of the family doesn't know that it's a girl. So they're having like kind of like a gender reveal party, FaceTiming Maddie and Caleb. So they have like a little get together, and Christine is having everybody like wear little pins whether they think it's a boy or a girl, and they have like little snacks and everything that Kody thinks that Christine made the Rice Krispies, but come to find out it was Janelle, and he says it's a polygamy thing that he gets mixed up on who made what. And then when it comes down to it, a lot of people thought it was a girl, and like two or three people thought it was a boy. The way they revealed it was they did those like popper things, just like Kale from Teen Mom did. They did the popper things, and of course, it revealed it was a girl. Kody was more excited about the bet he won more than it being a girl. But of course, he's excited for another child, that this will be their second grandchild. Then it skips on, there's a little stuff in between, but nothing really important. The next scene skips into to Mary's house where Mary and Robyn get together to talk about their issue. And that Mary talks about how her and Robyn's relationship was strained due to Mary being in a dark place for the last couple of years, so she distanced herself from everybody, including Robyn, so that kind of made them very distant because they used to be very close. But they have been working on it here lately, their relationship. And when they both get together, their stories match up to what Kody both told them, and it isn't true. That Kody both told that Mary and Robyn that each wife chose the property that they wanted, and when in fact that wasn't the case at all, because he basically told Mary, Christine wants here, Robyn wants here, and Janelle wants here, so you're left here in the woods. And Robyn said, no, that's not true. And Robyn said, well, he told me that you ended up in the woods, Mary, and you ended up in the woods, Christine, and Janelle wanted over here, so you get this piece. And that wasn't the case at all. So basically, Kody is choosing for the women when it was supposed to be one joint effort. And Robyn explains that she was not upset about the piece of property she got because she's happy with any of the property. She just didn't like the point of not having a choice in this situation. And that they wish they all could hash it out like they used to, like with the Las Vegas property, where they all got together and just hashed it out, and nobody, didn't have separate conversations of who went where. And everyone knows that Kody and Mary's issues have been happening for a while. And Mary assures that if she didn't want to be there, that she wouldn't have moved to Flagstaff with everybody else. And Robyn talks about how she cannot see her life without Mary being a part of their sister-wife family. So they all want, technically, basically what they're saying is they all want to be together. Sorry. The next scene goes back at Robyn's house with Kody and Robyn again talking to the kids. This time they're saying they're not wanting to sell. They did sold, and we only have 60 days to move out. Kody and Robyn bicker back and forth. Kody says God is not telling her to buy a house, and Kody says that God is telling him to buy a house. Let's just say you don't want to buy and you want to buy. It has nothing to do with God. And they bicker about Robyn wanting a 5 or 6 bedroom, and Kody says there's no way you can find that in the rental properties. He's never seen that. And then something very upsetting happened. Sorry. Something very upsetting happened. Aurora, one of their daughters, she's a little bit older. She ends up going into a panic attack. where she starts twitching, stuttering. She can't, after a while, she can't talk and she can't walk. So Kody carries her up to her room. And Aurora tells the producers that it's over stress of moving. And she doesn't like to see her parents argue. Which brings me to this next clip I'll show you. Kody tweeted last night. A lot of them didn't tweet. It's mainly Kody, and Christine didn't even have much to say because I think she was caught in a lie. But um, Kody goes on to say, I may be wrong here when I say we didn't do this to her in reference to Aurora's panic attack. She got overwhelmed when Robyn and I argued about our housing situation and the stress of yet another sudden move. You are wrong, Kody, because you took instead of going to the kid, instead of handling their situation between them of deciding how big the house is, or your mom wants this and I want this, they should have argued away from the children, decided what they were going to say to each other, because Robyn didn't even know Kody was going to say that he wanted to buy a house. So they should have took that crap off away from the kids and then came back to them and said, hey, we got to move in 60 days. Even though that's stressful on Aurora, it could have been less stressful on her without them arguing about the whole situation. So yes, Kody, you are wrong about that. Y'all did not necessarily the whole thing caused the panic attack, but you had something to do with that panic attack because of you guys arguing. She even said that because she went on afterwards and told the producers, this happens with the stress of moving and my parents arguing, and it was very frightful for her. So yes, Kody, you had something to do with that for sure. And they just keep on bickering back and forth. Robyn talks about it said about buying a house will set back the whole family from moving to Coyote's Pass even later, and she doesn't like the separation of the whole family. She feels like the being as one family is not happening, and all the kids are going to be grown before Coyote's Pass is even going to be built. And then when she talks again about the next time she talks to the kids, she don't tell the kids that God found them a rental. And he pretty much said under his breath, because he's tired of hearing that from Robyn. He's very furious with her. That's pretty much everything that actually happened in this episode. It was like every episode this season has been strung out and very long for such little that happened. In the next episode, they go into they showed clips of next week's episode where Robyn and Kody are having problems, and she goes and talks to her Sisterwives, and they see that it's all apparent, that it's very apparent that they're having problems. And I guess it's very odd to see Robyn and Kody have problems, which it's very odd for us to see that too. And they know if it's happening that it's got to be big if they can tell. And it also talks about Mariah, the whole Mariah situation, Mary and Kody's oldest daughter, about her being in a relationship with another woman. Mary talks about that she's glad that Mariah had 3 other mothers because they were more about it than what Mary was, but Mary, grew to accept it, and she couldn't see herself with no other way. And she was more worried about she's not going to have kids, but yet Mariah's talking about wanting kids in the future, and that apparently, but what Mary says, Mariah's talked a lot about wanting kids in the future, so that's a good thing, and I like to see how that evolves and how they disagree with the whole religion on what the religion feels about same-sex marriages and whatnot. So that's going to be good to see. And I think this next episode, if it's not dragged out like this one was, it's going to be a very good and telling episode. So yeah, that's basically all that happened. It's a very short episode, and it's going to be a very short live stream for everybody to watch back. But yeah, so basically, Robin and Kody have 60 days to move out, which kind of like, huh? Because we've heard about them purchasing a $900,000 home, which looks to be, and I'm very confused on this part because it looks to be that the house that they're in now on the episode. I don't know if that deal fell through and they bought the house or what's going on with that, or if they actually moved and it's a different house than what we've seen on the internet about the $900,000 house and whatnot. So I don't know what the whole deal with that is. Hopefully, we see in the next episode what happens with that. But yeah, it's just them arguing about having to move. Mary and Robin clear up their issues. Kody and Robin's issues are getting very big. Their issues, they're having big issues. And about they all had the gender reveal of the grandbaby number 2, which is a girl. So yeah, that's what's going on. This is basically it. Surprising it was this short. Usually I can carry on for about an hour, but it was pretty boring. I thought by the what we seen last week on what's to come, I thought it was going to be a very intense episode, but it wasn't. There's one thing that I'm going to call out about Christine lying. That's going to be in my video. That's going to be up tomorrow morning. Other than that, it was a very uneventful episode. So yeah, that's all that happened. Make sure you check out my video tomorrow to see what Christine was lying about and how she persuaded everybody to go not the one house direction, and she did it all. She lied just to get her way. But yeah, make sure you check out that video. And that's all I got. Make sure you hit the like button. If I would really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed and you like reality TV and a little bit of makeup, be sure to do so down below. Hit the notification bell and whatnot. So yeah, until my next video, I will talk to you later. And remember, it's better to be on the outside of the drama looking in. Till next time, take care. Bye. Oh, hey, Bargain. I didn't end it, did I? No, no. I was shocked to see that Robin and Kody are struggling. I was shocked to see that too. I went to go on my screen. That's crazy. I didn't see your messages. Are you still here?